Man, I really hope my phone works. Yes. All right, here we go. We're out. You're fine. Whatever, everyone's fine. Kind of kicking back here. Welcome all of you who are hanging out with me. I'm here in Clariton, by the way. Let you know, you might be wondering, where is Shay today? What's going on in his life? I'm in Clariton, Virginia. I had trouble with my iPhone today. You're not going to believe this. My iPhone is not working. Now, I'm an iPhone Apple lover. And I arrived and my iPhone started sticking. So I don't know if any of you have tried that before. The iPhone starts sticking, it just stops working, which is tough to do, by the way. So I went to the Apple store, which I'm going to tell you about today. And then I want to share with you, are you using the right words today to get a $5 sale? Thank you very much. Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good. Are you using the right words to get a $5 sale today or a $500 sale today? And I'm here today at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm at the Cheesecake Factory in Clariton, Maryland. One of my favorite places to hang out, by the way, for lunch. So I'm here in Clariton, Virginia. And I just ordered what did I order? Oh, I ordered the pasta. Oh, it's going to be good. I can't wait. I'm going to put this over here because hopefully she has my order. And as I was thinking today, get this out your way at least a little bit there. There you go. Now, if you're just joining, let me know if you can hear me, because where we're located today, there's a lot of music that's playing, and they play music at the restaurant. So if you can hear me, just look right below and say, Shay, we hear you. Just say, Shay, we hear you. Because I'm trying not to yell while I'm here. Just say, Shay, we hear you. So look right below and put the word, Shay, we hear you. I think this water is in your way. Okay, someone said, Regina Robinson said we can hear you. Hey, Regina. Look, if y'all haven't checked out Regina yet, you've got to check out Regina. Regina is like super amazing. She does some of the best Facebook Live, some of the best motivational, inspirational type of talks that are out there. And it is like super duper amazing. So Regina, thanks a lot for being out here. And Regina, I know you do a lot of wonderful things, and any else is watching as well. Regina, go ahead and tell folks how they can contact you. Put your website down. I know you're a speaker. You work with other entrepreneurs. You help them really improve the quality of their life. So go ahead and do that. Now, for the rest of you that are here, I want to just have a quick conversation. It won't be long today, to talk about the hypnotic sales approach, because I had a conversation today with the person at the Apple store. And let me tell you what happened. My iPhone started sticking. I look online, and normally I go to Pentagon City. But Pentagon City is under construction. So I drive across town to Clariton, Virginia, walk into the Apple store. I'm an Apple fanatic, by the way. And I had an appointment with Genus. And when I get there, I'm talking to the guy. Now, he takes my phone and he's looking at my phone. Hey, welcome everybody that is joining. This is going to be a fantastic conversation as I tell you about my experience at the Apple store, and then how you can improve the words that you are using today. I'm going to talk about that. And what are we going to be talking about? We'll be talking about the hypnotic sales approach. And it's what we teach our certified sales writers. And the person at the Apple store today, he used the approach. Isn't that cool? Wait, I can't wait till I tell you exactly what he did. And Regina, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you and be part of the sales conversations. And what I like most about Regina, by the way, is that Regina, just like most of you out there, Regina is an author. Yep. Testing 1, 2. Out muted voided. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think you can hear me now. It looks like it's bouncing over here. Okay, mic check, mic check. Can you hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Let me know if you can hear me. I see it bouncing up and down. So let me know if you can hear me. Out muted, output muted to avoid feedback. Okay, hold on here. Let's see here. Mic check, mic check. See what's going on. Okay, I think they said it's working now. So if you're out there right now, you can hear me. Someone let me know that you can hear me. We went out for just a moment. I'm not sure what happened. I was talking to myself. Okay, I was acknowledging Vanessa Collins, who's out there, who was just in town, by the way. Let me do this here. Let me see if you can hear me. Okay, they're saying you can hear me, which is good. Let me get this big old glass out your way. And if you can hear me, that's even better. Okay, let me, look, I'm going to talk about the hypnotic sales approach, and I'm going to talk about what the person did today he did so well. Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing prompt up here, Regina. Work with it, brother. Work with it, brother. There we go. There we go. Now that's not all in your frame, I think. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Hey, Luciana says we can hear you. All right. All right. All right. If you're having trouble hearing me, just say, Shay, we're having trouble hearing you. Okay. So I'm there. I go into the Apple store. I hand the guy my phone. The text messages are not working. We're going to talk about, are you using the right language? Are you using emotional language? Are you using a hypnotic sales approach? And what is the hypnotic sales approach? But I'm going to tell you what the Apple guy did. So I gave him my phone, which is pretty cool. He was nice. He said he's going to do a diagnostics of my phone, which he did. Now, if you're an iPhone user, and you're and I on the same team, just right below, type these words. iPhone team. I put team iPhone. Let's just put that below. Just like right below, type the words team iPhone. Now, I'm a team iPhone guy. I'm an Apple guy, so I'm team Apple. So put team iPhone. If you're an Android person, you can put team Android, by the way. It's okay. Let's just have a little fun. And so I handed him my phone. After I handed him my phone, he did something really amazing. Who said team iPhone? Regina. Regina, she's team iPhone. Go team iPhone. And so at that moment, Apple team, yes, I'm on the Apple team. He did a diagnosis, and after he did that, he figured out that something was wrong with my phone. Oh wow! Oh, this is delicious. No, this is good. I got good bread. You're wonderful. Thank you so much, man. My food has arrived. If y'all want to know what I'm having today, I'm having jambalaya pasta. I don't know if y'all can see it, by the way. But this will be my meal today before I go running. And I'm going to tell you what the guy did. And I'm going to make sure that you're using it. So if you just arrived and you're a business owner, and then we're going to get started. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks good. Oh, this is going to be delicious. Anyway, if you just arrived, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm telling you what happened with the iPhone. I'm telling you the exact words that the iPhone user used. Everything's good. You're wonderful. You're magnificent. And it is working. See, my phone is working. This is working. Everything is perfect.
Everything is perfect.
Because you're perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. Wonderful folks. Great service, by the way. Great service. Someone said, can they see what I have? Here it is. It's jambalaya pasta. It has chicken. It has shrimp. It has red peppers, green peppers. It has pasta in it, tomatoes, onions. It's going to be good. I'll be sleepy, but it's good. Anyway, and so when he told me I needed a new phone, the first thing I said was, what would it take to upgrade my iPhone 6 Plus to iPhone 7? Because I figured I now have an excuse of why I need to get a new phone. And he said something to me that he didn't know. He said, I wouldn't suggest you do that, sir. I said, well, why not? He said, this is a brand new phone that I'm going to order for you because you have Apple Care. I would suggest you get Apple Care. If you don't have Apple Care, get Apple Care, by the way. And I said, okay, but, I wouldn't mind having a new iPhone 7. I said, how much would you give me for my phone? And he says, the Apple guy, and I'm talking to the Apple guy. I'm at Clarity. He's already done a review. He says, I will
you can trade this in. I think right now it's like $375 for my phone. I said, $375? Take this phone right now. Now, I'm going to tell you what he did, which is he used the hypnotic sales approach. I'm going to get to that in just a moment. And I said, you can take this phone. For $375, it's your phone. Give me a new phone. He said, yes, but you have to sign a new contract, and you're going to end up paying a lot more because you have to pay for Apple Care again. So how much is Apple Care? He said, Apple Care is another $129. Plus you owe, sir, on this phone, $400 and some dollars. I said, so let me get this right. I owe $400 and some dollars. I can trade it in, upgrade to a new phone, have about the same payment, but I'm out about $300. He said, yes. Let's do it.
The table is fine, okay?
He said, this is what he used. Now, what is the hypnotic sales approach? Someone jot this down for me. Put this right below, because you might be wondering, what is the hypnotic sales approach? The hypnotic sales approach is when you plant a thought on the person's subconscious mind, and they begin to take action. Jot this down in your notes. Hypnotic sales approach is planting a thought within the mind of another person on their subconscious mind where they don't feel manipulated. I'm gonna tell you the language pattern. I'm gonna tell you how you can go from selling a $97 product to really, like, right now offering a $500 product. I'm gonna tell you, this pasta is good. So you use the hypnotic sales approach. Now I'm going to teach you what that is, because the hypnotic sales approach, and I'm going to tell you what he did. Now, he already told me no, he wouldn't recommend I get the iPhone. But I'm going to tell you what he did to make me feel good about it. The hypnotic sales approach, for those that don't know, is part of neuro-linguistic sales. Oh, Regina Robinson, let me tell you. You talk about somebody that's a student. Someone jot this down there. Neuro-linguistic sales is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. Someone write that down. Look, I'm having lunch. I thought I'd hang out with you so we can have a conversation together. The neuro-linguistic sales is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. Now, you may have never heard of neuro-linguistic sales before in your life, but now you know about it. So underneath neuro-linguistic sales is something called the hypnotic sales approach. And the purpose of using language patterns, I'm going somewhere here, because the person in the Apple store did it naturally. And it's possible if you use the same system, the same type of words, or you understand them, you're going to close bigger deals. You're going to make more money. You're going to help more people. You're going to solve bigger problems, and you're going to make more revenue. So the hypnotic sales approach, the purpose of using language patterns is to move your client's mind in a direction you want it to go without the person feeling manipulated. Let me say this again. Now, let me say it again. You're going to hear this. Hopefully you can hear me. You told me earlier you can hear me. This is so good. The purpose of using language patterns is to point and move your client or prospect's mind in the direction you want them to go without them feeling manipulated. So I say that with all honesty because I was working with a client not too long ago, and all they wanted to know is, what do they need to do in order to get someone to buy from them? And they weren't coming from a place of service. They're a client of mine. And so they called me to try to get some words, in my opinion, to move someone to action that didn't want to do it. And one of the things that I share with them is, you can use these techniques for good, or you can use them for evil. Now, don't use them for evil. Don't try to manipulate people. Don't try to convince them to do something they don't want to do, because that's using it, and that's playing mind games. And I'm totally against that. I don't want anyone doing that at all, period, because it's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do to help you really move to action is to use it for good. Use it so you have more clarity. Jot this in your notes, and someone put this below. Look, we're having a lunch conversation, but this is a revenue session. This is an important conversation for you. So put this below. And if you're a business owner out there right now, and I want to recognize you and acknowledge you for the champion you are, for being here, for watching, for listening. But first, put this below. People buy clarity. Put that below, please. People buy clarity. And it's been often said that a confused mind rarely buys. So why do you want to use hypnotic sales approach? Why do you want to get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it? Why do you want to understand language patterns that move people to action? Because a confused mind rarely buys. This is good. A confused mind rarely buys. People, at the end of the day, they buy clarity. I don't know, people keep calling me. People buy clarity. So the person that's more clear, that's more concise, that has more confidence, is more likely to close bigger deals. Let me give you those 3 C's again. Because those 3 C's are very, very important. The person with the most clarity, the person that is more concise, and the person that has the confidence when they're sharing how they solve the problems is the person who's more likely to close the bigger deals. You know, if you're out there and you want to do lunch one day, hey, invite me over. Let's do lunch. Let's talk business. So I'm going to share with you 7 words you can use to sprinkle throughout your sales conversation so you don't come across as salesy, you don't come across as manipulative, you don't come across as a used salesperson, but it certainly raises your sales courage. Because it's going to take courage for you to do something different. It's going to take sales courage for you to change what you're doing right now. It's going to take sales courage to take your revenue from today and take it to another level. And today, I want you to give yourself a pay raise. Like, literally, I'm serious. I mean, with 83 days to go, I believe, to January 1, 2017, today, my friend, is your January 1. And today you improve the words you're using. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to tell you the 2 words that he used. And this is an Apple guy, because I was at the Apple store. I had a challenge with my Apple phone. The new software is not working on my iPhone 6 Plus, and I had to make a shift. Here's what he said. I asked him, just to repeat for those folks who just joined, I wanted to upgrade. He shared with me what would happen if I was to upgrade. And so he said that he wouldn't recommend I do that. I proceeded to say I wanted to do it. And here's what he said. Jot this in your notes. He says, when you is the first of the 7 words I want to share with you. When you. Now, this is an embedded command. Now, if you're joining, I'm going to teach hypnotic sales, approach. I'm going to teach the embedded command approach, and I'm going to help you today grow your revenue, grow your business, and serve more folks while I have pasta here at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm having jambalaya pasta. Shrimp. Yeah, I'm having shrimp. I have chicken, and I have tomatoes, I have red peppers, and I have onions. Delicious. So, when you is an embedded command. Jot what it means down. Now, I'm having a teaching lesson, okay? This is not going to be a raw type of session today. I may share a few things that I deal with my clients, but I will share some ideas that are putting money in your pocket. And if that's you, then you pay close attention. When you, here's the definition, jot this down in your notes. When you presupposes that the person, that the person is going to experience something that you are pre-describing. Let me say that again. When you is an embedded command that presupposes that the person that you're talking to is going to experience something that you describe in the very near future. So the person I was talking to at the Apple store said, sir, when you receive your new iPhone 6 Plus. Now remember, I told him I want an iPhone 7, but he said, when you receive your new iPhone 6 Plus, you're going to be very happy that you save the money and you can use it for something else during Christmas time. Whoa! Now you might not be using the when you phrase, and that's fine. Or maybe you're doing it on a subconscious level. Like you don't even know you do it, but you do it. I'm gonna tell you, this spinach pasta, oh my gosh, it's so good at And so I was talking to him and I said, he said it again. He said at a conference, like, sir, when you get your new iPhone 6 Plus, you're going to be really happy with it. It's new, it's out the box. And you can use that couple $100 during Christmas time. I paused. And you might ask the question, Shay, when you're working with someone and you know the techniques they're using, does that bother you? Do you feel you're being sold to? And the answer to the question is no. I don't feel like I'm being sold to. Maybe you're like me. You respect and you enjoy being spoken to by another professional. Now, I'm giving some embedded commands. I'm using hypnotic sales approach. I'm teaching you a piece of neural linguistic sales over lunch. And this is a revenue session. This is a money conversation. Because whenever I, Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist shows up, it's a revenue conversation. Now, the person at the iPhone store said, when you. And I was like, whoa, that was good. When you experience your iPhone. Now, he used an embedded command and he didn't even know it. And sometimes you don't know what you just don't know. You think you know everything, but you just don't know it. And sometimes if you don't know it, you don't know what you're even missing out. And so, you know, one of the things that I respect about Regina, who's out there, and Vanessa Collins, and many of you who sometimes tune in when it works for your schedule and listen, is that I know that you're a student. I know you're always learning. And money earners are big learners first. And we're always learning. So I want to acknowledge you just for a moment before I go to the second word that you want to use. The first one was what? When you. Now, if you are like Regina, and Regina is a speaker, and she's talking to someone, she might say, when you write that check for $20,000, you're going to know that when I arrive on that stage, hint, hint, this is for Cheryl Wood, you're going to rock. I'm going to rock that stage, and your audience is going to benefit. See, it's all about when they experience something. And let's just do a shout out. I know that Cheryl Wood has something coming up called Playtime is Over. And she teaches people how to rock the stage. So let's just do a shout out. If you have a webinar coming up or a conference call and you're watching right now, go ahead and type it right below. Like share it forward, because people can learn multiple ways, and I'm open to that. Okay? It will not hurt my feelings. But I want to just tag my good friend Cheryl Wood. So someone would type in rock the stage at Cheryl Wood. Just put rock the stage at Cheryl Wood. Just say rock the stage. Tag at Cheryl Wood. He teaches you how to rock the stage. So when you attend Playtime is Over conference, you can best believe that every speaker will rock that stage, and you're going to get great content when you walk away. See, when you arrive, you're going to be happy. What phrase did I use? For those that are my students that are listening, that are tuned in right now, I use the what? The embedded command, when you. I'm going to give you 7 of them, but when you is an important phrase. For some of you, that's all you need right there. Now, if you know the link, because I don't know the link, I can't remember the link to Cheryl's conference. I think it's PTIO. Hey, Marcia does some amazing Facebook Live posts, man. Marcia, I got to watch you today. You are incredible. You are amazing. So, I can't see everybody on here, but someone right now, look below and put when you rock the stage, put at hashtag Cheryl Wood, and put the link, because some people might want to go to see Cheryl Wood. I think it's PTIO or Playtime is Over. It might be PTIO. Right? If it's PTIO, put PTIO conference. Check it out.com. Now, here's what I want you to know. You know the technique I'm using. When you visit the website, Playtime is Over. PTIOconference.com, you will not be disappointed. It'll be a good use of your time. See, I'm using the embedded command because when you presupposes the person's going to experience something that you're going to describe. All right, let's go to number 2. Where am I at again? I'm giving you 7 words to help you go from selling a $97 product to a $5,000 product. And I'm giving you the experience that I had just over at Apple today. They used the when you phrase. And he did it so cleverly, and because of that, I didn't spend $400. Now, I don't know how Apple feels about that right now. But because I'm an Apple fanatic, I think the company is happy that he didn't try to put something on me that I didn't need, that he gave great customer service, and he came and did a hard sell, not a hard sell. And if you're a person that believes that whatever you do it with excellence, then I want you right below, just type these words right here. Do it with excellence. But do it with excellence. Whatever someone does, they should do it with excellence. It should come from the heart. Like right now, I'm giving you everything I have. I mean, I'm doing this the best I can with excellence. I've got 7 great ideas while I'm having my pasta lunch here at the Cheesecake Factory in Clariton, Virginia. My iPhone is not fixed. I can't send a text half the time, but that's okay. I can broadcast with you right now. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, technique number 2. This is the second of 7 words that I want to share with you. And jot this down in your notes because I experienced this when I arrived here at the Cheesecake Factory. And I arrived and I told the person that I had to go and I had to go to the restroom first. Not that you care that I went to the restroom, but that's what I had to do first. And I came back and I said, I would like to have a table if you can. And she says, anyone joining you? And I said, sure. Probably going to have a couple thousand people join me. She started laughing. Ha, 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 ha. I said, no, seriously, I'm likely going to have lunch. And I made broadcasts out and let the world kind of know what we're doing. And she said, okay. And she said these words, jot these words down. What would it be like if? This is the second embedded command as part of the hypnotic sales approach. We're teaching neuro-linguistic sales, and this is what our certified sales writers understand. The hypnotic sales approach. They understand neuro-linguistic sales, which is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. She says, what would it be like if I put you in a booth, which is where I'm at right now, a booth, and some people were still around you? I said, that's fine. And I'm okay. They're over there eating. They're listening to my conversation. They keep smiling, looking over at me. I'm going to find out if they're business owners. They may or may not want to get on camera. I don't know. But what would it be like if? Let me give you the definition. Because this is a different type of command. Hey, for those out there. This is a command for the person to imagine. Okay, say it. Okay. The person has to imagine the event taking place after you describe it. So what would it be like if I put you in a small booth, which is just a very small booth right here, and you were able to broadcast? What would that be like? I said, well, that would be pretty cool because you don't have to spend a whole lot of time on me. I'm just asking time to time, checking in with me, give me some water. And I don't want to disturb other people. I don't want to talk too loud. And I don't want to disturb other folks. So I didn't want to be like in the middle of the hall over there if I didn't have to be because I was hoping I could have lunch with you. So what would it be like if you attended my webinar and you walked away with some great ideas that you could use? What would it be like if you put down a 50% deposit today? We did some pre-sessions before you came in to work with me. In those pre-sessions, you got almost everything you needed done. What would that be like? What would it be like if you purchased a ticket to Cheryl Wood's Playtime is Over event, and you meet one person, you get one idea, and it changes your life? What would that be like for you? Person says, well, my business would grow. I want to establish some new relationships. I want to meet some new folks. I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing in my business, I'm doing to the best of my ability. See, I'm teaching you language patterns. And my mentor, Dr. Moyne, says this. If someone jot this down, please, someone type this right below. This is not for me. This is for someone else who's watching. Jot these words down. Your words can make you rich. Go ahead, jot that down right now. Your words can make you rich. Now, put that right below. Just type these 4 words. I'm going to give you the embedded commands. Your words, what you say, when you say it, and how you say it, can make you rich. You get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. Use the hypnotic sales approach. What would it be like if you weren't nervous while you were talking to a client that could possibly write a $100,000 contract because you used the right words. What would it be like if these last 83 days you folks are getting better at the words that you were using, the language patterns to move people to action? What would it be like if your target audience is calling you, asking you if you're available, asking you when they could do business with you? What would that be like for you? I want you to think about that for a moment. Because whether you believe it or not, I want you to know that it's possible. That you today can give yourself a raise right now. You can duplicate yourself and other people as you build your 7-figure sales team by passing along language patterns. Now, you don't have to be Shay Brown, or you don't have to be Trevor Otts, or you don't have to be Cheryl Woods, or you don't have to be Allison Bird. You can be yourself as long as you understand the techniques. And when you're a student, you're in it 100% of the time. You see, a person can change their story. Maybe before coming into this type of broadcast, because you got it, your story was, I'm going to ride out the next 2 weeks and get started on November 1st. But a person can change their story. Maybe your story was, I'm not good at sales. I'm good at building relationships. I'm just not good at sales. You change your words, you can change your story. Change your story, change your what? Life. Change your story, change your life. Now someone right now, right below, just type these words right now. Change your story. See, a person can change their story right now and change their life. So right now below, as you're watching, just type these words. Change your story. By changing your words. The words you speak to yourself, the words that you speak to others, the words that are in your thought process. Even today when I left out, I was thinking, wow, I could get in my car, I could head home, but what if I stopped? I saw the Cheesecake Factory and I love the salad. I love the pasta salad. It is so good. But when you change so I stopped and I changed my story. My story was, there's traffic, I'm not sure I'm at, I'm gonna have to use my GPS, which is Google Maps. And you know what if I get lost? I could be in this area for another 15-20 minutes. My phone's not quite working. But you know what I did? I changed my story. So what if I have a good meal? And what if I have pasta, which are carbs? And what would it be like tonight when I go running? For those that follow me, you're welcome to follow me on Facebook. I'm going to do 7 miles, 8 miles tonight. And what if I fueled up? And what if I had the energy? What would it be like if I did that? And I had a conversation with some of you who wanted to join in because it fits your schedule. And I taught a lesson that I knew would put money in your pocket. A lesson to help you make your 4th quarter plan. A lesson to help you teach others. What if I changed your story? What if I changed your life? Not because of Shay Brown, but the power of the words. Your words can make you rich, and you might not have had that distinction. See, a person can change their story, change their strategy, because this wasn't a part of your strategy of changing the words in your email, of changing the words that you posted on Facebook, of changing the words in your videos, of having more powerful, more persuasive words while you're prospecting or you're engaging clients. See, a person can change their strategy. And by changing their strategy, they have a breakthrough. But what's the underlying penny? Well, they got to be willing to do something. Shay, did you just use a few embedded commands? Are you using the hypnotic sales approach right now? Is that you? Yes. Word number 3. This is phrase number 3. The first one was what? When you. The second was, what would it be like if? Now, I just pulled one for you, which is number 3, which is this. Got this in your notes. A person can... ... But yes, a person can... ... Okay. This pasta is delicious. It's so good. A little spicy. but a person can, ... Now when you use the phrase a person can, what you're really saying is a person can is talking about a person that's in someone else while relating to you. So I might have said, Regina, you can do this, or Vanessa, you can do this, or Myra, you can do this. What I was saying was a person can. And as I said that, I'm planting in the other person's mind that, you know what, is that person me? Am I someone who can do this? And the answer to that question is what? Obviously what? Yes. Yes, you what? Yes, you can. Now, I'm not trying to get motivational here, but yes, you can change your story. Yes, you can change your strategy. Yes, you can change your life. Yes, you can change your words you're using. Yes, you can eat shrimp pasta and have a conversation with a number of folks out there and have some fun. So, yes, you can is one of the 3 phrases that I gave you. But the next one I'm going to give you, this is a $50,000 idea. I promise you, if you implement this next phrase, I believe between now and the end of your selling career, you're going to earn an extra $50,000 over and beyond what you would earn it if you weren't using it. So, $50,000. Pay close attention to this. In fact, stop whatever you're doing right now and tune in with me and you for just a moment. The peppers are delicious. I just had red peppers and green peppers, and the flavor's like just woo. It is delicious. It's good. So let's get to number 4. I believe it's number 4 that we're going to talk about. And I'll tell you about a quick story about a client of mine, and they're in the insurance business, and they've had all type of scripts. They've had all type of words. Oh, you bring me more water.
Yeah.
You are amazing. I don't care what people say about you. You're fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And the challenge they had is that they had a lot of training. They mentored other folks. They made money, and they've lost money. And they were kind of sharing a common theme out here is that, Shay Brown, I'm really good at what I do, but my bank account just does not reflect how good I am. And I know that I can earn more. I know I can help more folks. And that's okay. That's one of the reasons why people talk. Not so much to me, although I am Shay Brown. For those that are meeting me for the first time, hey, I'm still Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist. And she said, what would you recommend? What book would you recommend? And I said, well, tell me a little more about this problem you're having. Is it meeting people? Is it engaging people? She said, no. It's getting them to make a decision now. So she was having a hard time getting them to sign the contract. How many out there can relate that you do well talking to folks, but your biggest challenge is getting individuals to actually sign the agreement or to swipe a credit card or to write a check? And I shared with her, I said, you know, you're really not alone. But I think one area we can focus on is your language patterns. And if you're talking to someone, what if you kind of share with them that if you were to take a step today, and if you were to go ahead and sign and let me represent you, then you're going to experience benefit. And that's all I share with her. And, you know, sometimes, how many ideas... get my water drop. Make sure y'all see me, yeah. And this is just another phrase, because you might be thinking, Shay, you've given us so many phrases. When do I use what? Well, I'm going to be teaching sales, personality-based selling later. And personality-based sales, and when you're talking to a person based on their personality. And sales has its own personalities, and its own styles, its own types. But I can't get into that right now. So I want you just to get the word, because I want to share that with you. So here it is. Here's the phrase I want you to jot down. It's 4 words. 4. How many words I say? 4. 4. If you were to ... Now some of you can use this in your language patterns even on emails or text messages, on your marketing, and the phrase goes like this. About Apostle, I'll take a nap before I go running tonight. But if you were to jot down the definition, it's another embedded command, part of the hypnotic sales approach. But it says, if you were to do X, it directs the person to imagine a feeling or a situation that you're getting ready to describe. Now, remember, I've given you many different ways to take them into, at the advanced level, we call it future pacing. That's when you take the person into the future and they imagine the future before they get there. I'm doing something a little different here. I'm trying to break it down to the simplest form so you understand the technique. And then you let it work with you and how you operate. So you can be authentic. You can be yourself. See, I'm not telling you exactly what to say. Not right now. I'm giving you the structure. I'm giving you the system. I'm giving you the sequence. I'm giving you the strategy and the sales script to kind of help you get it. So if you were to take a step and slightly alter your belief systems, if you were to just believe that it's possible that you can go and close bigger deals by having stronger communication skills, if you were to take one idea and implement it, then my promise to you is this will be the most profitable conversation that you would have been in maybe in your entire business. Cost you nothing. Now I want to recognize some folks out there. If you're out there right now and you're like, you know what? I've got a business. I've got a book. I'm a speaker. I'm an author. I'm a coach. This is what I'm doing. Right below in the feed, you have my permission to type these words. You have my permission. What you can type is, if you were to get this book, and you can type whatever link you want to a book. So if you were to get this blank book, we're going to practice. If you were to get Sales Swagger, if you were to get the greatest salesman in the world, you would greatly benefit from the book. That's all you're going to do. Just type that below, like if you were to. Now, I'm doing this because I want you to practice using technique and understand you can use it verbally and you can use it from a written perspective as well. And as you are listening to me now, and as you are taking action, and as you implement these ideas that I share with you right now, you're gonna find that more people will open your emails. They're gonna respond to your Facebook posts. As you take action, you're gonna get different results. You see, the law of the universe is nothing happens without something moving. I'll say it again. You might want to jot this down in your notes. And as you jot this down, as you hear me say this, as you listen, I'm putting sales software on your brain right now. The law of the universe is nothing happens until something moves. Simple concept. You got that. So you and I are on the same page. But let me give you the law of business. Because this is a business conversation we're having right now. You're a business owner. You might be an author, a coach, a network marketer. Look, I encourage you to share this with your network. You have my permission to look below and hit the share button and share this on your Facebook page. Use this for content. You have my permission. Take this content and share it out. And as you are sharing this out with other folks, you are giving to someone else. This is called pay it forward. See, the law of business is this. Nothing happens until somebody makes a sale. Nothing happens in business until someone makes a sale. So I'm asking you right now, as part of the giver's economy, I'm asking you to share this message out. I'm asking you to acknowledge a business owner. And as you pay it forward, as you recognize someone else, then it's going to come back to you. Now, I don't want to get into how it works and why it works, because you might not believe what I believe, and that's okay. But just know, it doesn't matter if you don't believe what I believe, because we don't have to believe the same thing right now. But I can tell you this, as you give to others, as you give your best, as you, we would say, bless someone else, as you do that, it's going to come back to you. So I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you, as I like to do on these, to believe in someone else. So just for a moment, don't think about yourself. Think about someone else. Right below, just type these words. I believe in you. And put like at Trevor Otts. If you believe in Trevor Otts. I believe in you. Put at Cheryl Wood. She's having a conference called Playtime is Over. Let's give her a shout out. My good friend Delator McNeil has a conference coming out. I think it's FTX 2016. So say, I believe in you, and then put at, tag them, Delator, Delatorro, McNeil the second. Now, I'm giving you some folks to talk about. Maybe you believe in me, but I believe in you, Shay Brown. I'm just joking, I'm joking. But as you do that, you're going to put a smile on someone's face. You're going to make their day. Now, you say it only if you believe it. But right now below, I don't care if you just joined. You don't even know what's going on. You type below, as you, I'm telling you now, as you tell someone else you believe in them, as you raise someone else's confidence, as you help encourage someone else, it's going to come back to you. So put, I believe in you, at. Put your mentor's name. I believe in you, at. Put your husband's name, or your wife's name, or your girlfriend's name, or your boyfriend's name. I believe in you, at. Tag someone else, right? Let them know that you believe in them, because you know why you're doing that? As you do that, it helps someone else. Now, I'm here giving 7 words to help you make your life easier, to reduce your stress, to generate more revenue, to help more people, to build your team. I'm here to give. Look, I'm not here to tell you. I'm here to give the best ideas I know, and I'm going to give 100% of what I know right now. And I'm on a mission. I'm going to help 10 million sales professionals, entrepreneurs, over the next 10 years, really raise their standards in the area of sales, like make more sales with less effort. So as you believe in someone else, and you put, I believe in you, at someone, I believe in you, I believe in you, I want you to know that I believe in you, and I believe you can raise your standards in the words you're using. Now, what does raise your standards mean? You're going to raise your standards in your ability to speak and be more clear. You're going to raise your standards in the areas of engaging your prospects, engaging your clients, engaging your power partners. You're going to raise your standards, and you're going to listen to what they're saying, and you're going to speak less, but you're going to be more clear. And as you do that, it's going to be life-changing. You're going to change your life. You're going to help someone else. Now, Shay, give us one more phrase. I think we're up to number 5. Someone tell me what number we have, because I don't even know what number I'm at, by the way. I'm just having fun over here. But what I just used was a embedded command as part of the hypnotic sales approach. Now, this is really cool because I'm role modeling what I did for you. I'm going to share a client that closed a $1,000 deal. Now, it wasn't because you just used the as you phrase, but jot that down. That's the phrase. That's the next word pattern I want to share with you. It's part of neuro-linguistic sales. While I'm having, well, it's almost done now. I know I was supposed to take some home, wasn't I? Woo! I'm gonna finish it up. It's good.
How you doing? Do you need a box or anything?
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat a box with this. It looks like I've eaten almost all of it. Yeah. But I'm gonna finish it up. You can actually take the bread though. The bread was good.
You want more bread?
No. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm be done shortly. So thank you so much. You're awesome, man. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you. Yeah. Nice. Great service here at the Cheesecake Factory in Clarington, Virginia. Maybe they were acknowledged that. Hey, Candace, I'm having pasta, and it's at the Cheesecake Factory. Jambalaya pasta is shrimp. Those that asked me, tomatoes, onions, red peppers, green peppers, shrimp, chicken. It is delicious. Okay, getting back to the as you phrase. Okay, as you, because some of you are raising your standards. I get it. As you, jot this definition down. I love teaching neuro-linguistic sales. I love working with entrepreneurs, by the way. I just do. This is so much fun. And yes, I'm eating. Yes. Okay, don't hate me for eating, okay? I promise you I'm running 7 or 8 miles tonight. I don't know what the schedule says. I think it's 7, 8 tonight and 10 tomorrow. I work this off, but it's a delicious lunch. The water is not as good, but good. This phrase assumes the person will do the behavior that you are describing. Now my client earned a $997 deal. And it doesn't matter what they're selling right now. It's not the point. It doesn't matter that prior to working with me, they had a fear of sales. It doesn't matter that they spent money to work with our company so they could learn neuro-linguistic sales and improve the words they were using, improve the scripts. It doesn't matter they work with a certified sales writer. What matters is they use these hypnotic sales approach patterns that I'm sharing just in the time I have, and it's made a big difference for them. So as you really, it's a phrase that presupposes someone's going to do what you just said. Now, I wasn't trying to get you to just put anything down, but I want you to hear me. I said, as you do this, this will happen for you. And I do believe that as you give, the more you give, the more you give, the more you give, the more you receive. Someone right now, just put right below in the notes. Just write note, just type this phrase, and this might be just a reminder for you that the more you give, the more you receive. And I admire Candace. Candace is amazing. We're doing a super sexy sales page for Candace. I can't wait for the big revealing of it. But I'll come back to that in a minute. But the more you give, the more you receive. Now, if you want to be around when we do the big revealing for Candace, you're like, I want the Candace super sexy sales page you guys created. Just put a note below and say, add me to the super sexy sales page launch. And tell Candace to bring us some good food when we do it. maybe we'll do it over her bed and breakfast. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? As you, Candace, have a nice meal waiting for us, we get to reveal your page and we can have lunch. Or maybe we'll invite some of you out there to have lunch with us. So the more you give, the more you get. But it's not necessary that you always change what you do. It's not necessary that you change your language patterns, although I recommend that. It's not necessary that you continue to join these type of calls and broadcasts to improve your business skills. It's not necessary that you believe that today is your January 1st. Because my belief is today is your January 1st. 83 days to go. You're giving yourself a new gift today. And that is the power of words. It's not necessary that you even believe that your words can make you rich. It's not necessary that you do that. See, it's not necessary that you do a doggone thing. Really, it's not really. Because you don't have to do it. But here's what I do now. The client that was able to tell the person she was meeting with after one of her seminars, he said, as you attend my mastermind, and as you receive the notes, and as you listen to the training session the second or third or fourth time, and as you fill out the worksheets that we're going to be handing out, and as I review your lessons and give you additional feedback, you will see a growth. Hey, thank you so much. It's good, by the way. I ate it all.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, and I'm ready whenever you are for the
Okay, no, this side?
for the check.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. Anyway, she said she believed the person knew the action because she said, I forgot about that you were going to be grading our homework. And so she was there to play back benefits. Jot down your notes. People buy benefits. Put that in your notes, please. People buy benefits. And while it's been often said that people buy you, I'm not sure that's the case anymore. I mean, they got to like you. They got to trust you. You have to have this pleasing personality. You really do. But at the end of the day, they buy the benefits you say you're going to deliver. So as you allows you to mention benefit, tangible, benefit, intangible. Thank you so much. Benefit, sense of urgency. I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. I should ask them to pick the bill up, shouldn't I? I really should. And so I was excited for her. And one of the things I shared with her, I said, look, if you do it one time, you can do it 1,000 times. If you do something one time, you can do it 1,000 times. That's the key. That's what's so exciting about this. You only got to learn this one time. A little bit of effort up front, a little bit of patience up front. But you hang in there with me as you learn language that you may have never used, or you've been using it on a subconscious level, but it was hard for you to figure out what worked and what didn't work. But now we're going to put the formula together. See, I know that works because as I'm training for my 5th marathon, there's a schedule of days that I'm supposed to run, schedule how many miles I'm supposed to run, schedule the type of energy I exude on those miles. And I didn't understand the strategy is 16 weeks long, so that's a lot of time. 542 miles that we're going to run during the training. And I didn't quite understand it. But here's what I can tell you. 2 weeks ago when I got in and got up and I had to run 20 miles, because I had ran 18 miles, I had a little more confidence. Because I ran the same path when I did 16 miles, I had a little more confidence. Because before I ran 20 miles, they had me slow down and go back. I think the day before, we ran like 8 miles or 10 miles. So I thought, oh, I can go do 10 miles. And I was already at the halfway mark. Yes. Oh, no, I'm not ready yet. But you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to put me out of here, aren't you? Is that what it is? Anyway, I gotta pay the bill, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you. I'm done with that. Okay. Hope I have some money in here. That'd be a problem, wouldn't it? I wonder if I can wash some dishes. That would be funny. But put this in here. No, I'm not gonna pay cash. Hold on, let me get my credit card out and get the credit card that works. No, I'm joking. But I can tell you in all seriousness that the confidence was there. But it took practice. It took me doing something different. So it's not necessary that you do any of these. It really isn't. Although I believe if you do, you'll have a change in your confidence, just like the person that closed the deal for $997. I believe that you'll close bigger clients, just like many of you want to do. So instead of closing a $97 product, it takes the same amount of effort. You close a $5,000 product. I believe you'll be more powerful, you'll be more persuasive, you'll have more clarity, you'll be more concise, and you're going to have more confidence. But it's not necessary. So the phrase I just taught you, by the way, and I used it throughout the entire time we were talking just now, is a phrase called, it's not necessary to, ... Put that in your notes. Then we're teaching the hypnotic sales approach. It's part of dual linguistic sales, which is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. And so I just taught a phrase, it's not necessary to. Now, this is not the takeaway phrase.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, you have been amazing. You've been wonderful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me hang out over here. It's not necessary. So it's not necessary. You can jot this down in your notes. This is the definition. It's not necessary does a couple things. It reduces resistance. Excuse me, put that in your notes. It reduces resistance. I'm going to be really good to her because she was really good to me. I used to be a server. I don't know if I ever told you all that. When I was at Morgan State, that's where I went to undergrad. Shout out to all my Morgan State Bears. I worked at Red Lobster. Red Lobster's fun, you know it's true. Especially when we sing for you. Did y'all work at Red Lobsters? The good news is we sing for free. The bad news is we sing off key. Sound off, 1, 2, sound off, happy, sound off, birthday, break it on down, happy birthday to you. I know I used to do that, it's crazy. But anyway, it's not necessary, reduces stress, since they really don't have to do it. Yeah, they really don't have to do it, even though they likely will. So it reduces the stress, and so you don't have to try to be condescending to someone. You could just simply say, it's not necessary that you work with me, but either way, if it's Candace Camille, I would suggest that you improve the quality of your health, that you work with a nutritionist. It's not necessary that you bring me in as a speaker if it's Regina Robinson, but I would suggest you bring in someone that has a background like me that can deliver the message that will impact your audience. But it's not necessary. Just like right now, it's not necessary that you tune in and watch, although I appreciate every single one of you, because without you sharing the message, without you posting what I'm talking about, without you working, many of you, while I'm talking, it's not possible for my message to get out there. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. Now I'm going to get to the next area, but I mean that. From the bottom of my heart, having these lunches, I feel like I'm having lunch with all of you. When I walked in, I told the person, I'm going to have lunch today with a couple thousand folks. She laughed at me because she didn't understand. She didn't know what she didn't know. But I didn't want to put me in the middle of a crowded area. Y'all just hear a bunch of clinging and desks, so they put me in a nice two-seater place here at Cheesecake Factory. So it's not necessary. So from the bottom of my heart, in all seriousness, let me rewind, slow down, and say thank you for showing up. You really shouldn't, but you do. From the bottom of Trevor Otts' heart, thank you for sharing these broadcasts and sharing this message. Although you really shouldn't, but you do, and we believe that we impact so many more folks out there. Just thank you. Thank every single one of you who send me private comments on Facebook, that like the post. Thank you. I do this because I want to impact 10 million sales professionals. I want to help entrepreneurs and speakers and coaches and authors not have to struggle like I had to struggle. Not have to have as many, how can I say it, pitfalls like I've had to have, and setbacks. So you really shouldn't do what you do, but you're here. So I just want to say thank you. I mean that. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. But thank you so much. You make a difference. You really do. Thanks for what you do in the world. Thanks for being an entrepreneur or a business owner. Thanks for sharing your gift with other folks. Thanks for saying I believe in someone else. Earlier I asked you to type down I believe at someone else. Thank you for all that you do. You really shouldn't, but you do. So thank you. And you showed up over and over again. So part of the hypnotic sales approach is to be authentic. I'll teach the authentic sales approach. Part of it is to make sure that you connect, which I want to be able to do. But the phrase I just used, I've given you 7 words. I think this is number 7. I might do another bonus. This phrase here alone, under the hypnotic sales approach, and we're teaching neuro-linguistic sales right now, which is a study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process, over lunch at the Cheesecake Factory in Clarington, Virginia, after Shay is getting this iPhone fixed. I just got to order a new iPhone 6 Plus, baby. That's cool. But here's the phrase. You really shouldn't. Jot that down in your notes. Seriously. No, that is the hypnotic sales approach. That's another phrase underneath the hypnotic sales approach, which means you're putting ideas and thoughts and you're moving a person's mind in a direction you want them to go without them feeling they were manipulated, without you trying to convince them. But you're using language, you're using words, you're using what we speak as humans, but it has to come from the heart. It has to be a heart sale. It has to be heartfelt. And it has to be you. See, you really shouldn't. That's the phrase. By you saying shouldn't, it's not like you're trying to get them to do anything. So you really shouldn't bring me in. You really shouldn't do this. You see the power in that? I'm trying to role model for you. I'm trying to give you examples of clients that we have worked with. What I'm sharing with you, I didn't just read in the latest book. I didn't read it. But I'm giving you everything I've got. Now, I just finished reading a book called The Navy SEAL Art of War. Leadership lessons learned from the Navy SEALs. So it's called Navy SEAL Art of War, leadership lessons learned by Navy SEALs. It's written by a guy. He's actually a brother, by the way. He's a black guy, African-American male, Roy. So Roy, R-O-Y, last name R-O-R-Y. He wrote the book. He's a Navy SEAL, SEAL 6 class, baby. And he says this. It's part of the Navy SEAL culture. And I just gave you a phrase, you really shouldn't, right? I just defined it by saying you shouldn't. It's not like you're trying to get them to do anything, but you might find that if you do it, you might find, if I give you this example I'm going to share with you from Roy, you might find a shift in your mindset, I might alter your belief systems for the rest of your life. This conversation could be a life-changing conversation, just what we're having right now. And you might find yourself talking to a prospect, and on a subconscious level, this software is rolling off your tongue. Or you might find yourself preparing for a sales conversation. And in your preparing, you change your story that you're going to share, your success story. You add some unique, powerful, and persuasive techniques. You mix it up into the story, and now it's more powerful, it's shorter, it's briefer, and you might find more clients are making a step to work with you at a higher price point because you have more clarity. Now, I'm pre-framing the conversation for you. I'm trying to walk you through this neuro-linguistic sales. I'm trying to talk to you about the hypnotic sales approach. I'm giving you the 7 words that are going to help you go from $97 to $5,000 or more. You might find yourself needing this to really give yourself a pay raise. And you might have arrived and you didn't know what you didn't know. And that's one of the benefits of working with an expert, by the way, because all I do is live, breathe, and sleep sales. Live, breathe, and sleep sales. Now, I do eat, because I just had a wonderful pasta. It's gone now, by the way, but it was good. I had the Cajun pasta, chicken, shrimp, red peppers, green peppers, onions, tomatoes. It was amazing. But you might find that just because you showed up, you might find a phrase that Jim Rohn, a mentor who I admire and just respect and still listen to his stuff to this day. Jim Rohn used to say this. Jim Rohn used to say, don't wish it was easier, just wish you were better. And that means so much. So you don't have to wish it was easier, just wish you were better. And I'm giving you and sharing with you hypnotic sales approach to make you better. And you might find yourself hearing that phrase, or the second phrase that Jim Rohn would say many, many times was this. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skill. I'm going to say that again. Don't wish for more problems, wish for more skill. You might find when you pick up new skills, you pick up new clients, you generate new revenue, you might find yourself making a difference. That's what you might find. I don't know. But I just shared a bonus technique. Jot the bonus technique down in your notes. I want the role model for you just so you could have it. We're hanging out. I'm just about done. I just paid the bills. I guess she saw me stroke a check, and she'll be happy. I took care of actually her gratuity is more than the meal. So I appreciate her. She was great. She was gracious, and I like her. She's a great person to work with here. So you might find, jot that down in your notes. That's the next embedded command. You might what? Find. You might find. 3 words. Jot those 3 words down. You might find. You might find applies that they're going to experience what you're describing.
If I take this?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay,
I'm gonna be out of here. You've been amazing. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for letting me have this table all to myself. They put me in a spot so I wouldn't bother nobody.
That's fine.
Thank you. Okay. So you might find applies that you're going to experience. They're going to experience something when it happens. And that's another technique that you can use. I'm sharing with you hypnotic sales approach. And as you're listening right now, you might be thinking, I need to improve my language. I need to improve my words. I need my emails to be opened. And I need my emails to convert more. I need to make sure that when I do a webinar, my sales copy on my sales page is moving people to action. That they clearly understand if I have a product or service on that page, why they should take action. Shay, I need more folks to show up. You might find that you need more folks to show up at your conference calls or your live events. And if that's you right now, I just want to encourage you to take a look, to head on over to hireasaleswriter.com. Let me give it to you again, hireasaleswriter.com. You might be different. Shay, what's the difference between a certified sales writer? Because you don't want anybody just writing yourself. You want a certified sales writer. And a certified sales writer is different than any other writer. Because some of you have writers and they can make subject verbs agree, and that's cool. But most of those writers are writing people just to attract people to you. A sales writer is writing so someone takes action right there. A sales writer is writing so the person purchased something for you. A sales writer is writing with the language that gets someone to your event, to your conference call, to your webinar, to your sales page. You meet them online because you have great sales writers that are writing copy to get them offline. And some of you, it might be the first time you're ever hearing about a certified sales writer. And you want someone to take a look at what you've been saying. You want someone at least do that at no cost. You want someone to review your business with 82 days to go. So I'm going to recommend you go over to hireasaleswriter.com. Look at the site. Note the differences. Make sure it resonates with you. And you would be surprised. How surprised would you be to actually have someone review your emails you're sending out now that might not be getting the impact you want? You recommend a few suggestions to you. You take action on those suggestions. As a result of taking action on those suggestions, you attract more qualified people. You convert more folks without your labor, and you see your revenue exceed your expectations because you're solving bigger problems, which means you get bigger checks. And maybe it's the first time you're hearing about it. So how surprised would you be to actually speak to a certified sales writer, understand the training, their thought process, their methodology, using the hypnotic sales approach to really help you help others. The site should be right there to the right hand side. It's called Hire, Hire, Sales, SALES, writer.com. www.hire, the letter A, sales, SALES, writer, WRITER.com. Hireasaleswriter.com. Just go take a look at it. Look, what do you have to lose? Like, okay, worst case scenario. You go over to the site, you're like, whoa, I never knew what a certified sales writer was. Like, I've never used one in my business. But when you get to the site, and as you opt into the site, how surprised would you be if one suggestion is made that changes your words that you're saying or your words you're writing, and it gets maximum impact, just like that? How cool would that be? How surprised would you be? Probably pretty surprised. And if you've never been in a conversation with a certified sales writer, think of it as writers sometimes write to get maybe people to the store. So maybe they attract someone that rides to your store. A sales writer makes sure they walk out with bags in their hand. A sales writer helps you reduce your labor because now the writing is taken care of after they get to know you, your view of the world, speaking your language. Then now folks are taking action. You're never there, and you can use that sales writer's copy over and over and over again. So there's a lifetime benefit. How surprised would you be if now more income is coming in from higher paying clients because you shifted your strategy, expanded your comfort zone, and you had a conversation with myself or one of our sales writers? That would just be cool. Way cool. So as I close up, I just want to thank you for hanging out with me. First of all, it's been fun. It's been real. I'll leave you with this last tip. It's called, how surprised would you be? Did you guess that? Did someone out there guess that I was going to say that? Like, how surprised would you be? Did you hear that? Oh, man. Oh, this is so fun. Like, I have lunch, and I get to hang out with all of you having lunch with me. I love having lunch with you guys. You guys are amazing. All of you. Thank you for the comments. I see my phone going off. I see people texting me. My phone's not working, but they're texting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So how surprised would you be too? Write that down. Now, I went from 2 words to 3 words, to now I'm at 5 words or 6 words. How surprised would you be too? ... That implies that the event you described is certainly going to happen. So I believe that some of you are going to go over to hireasaleswriter.com. And I believe you are going to be surprised when you have a conversation. It costs you nothing. Okay, maybe 20 minutes of your time. But there are 1,440 minutes in every day. They're precious minutes. So why spend time trying to pour over what you've already written, trying to assess what you've written, when you can have an expert do that for you? So how surprised would you be when they make a change, and every time you send that email, more people open it up. Every time you send that email out, more people register. Every time you show up for a live event, there are more butts in the seat. Every time you broadcast, there's more eyes on the screen. You are helping more people, reducing your labor, and making a bigger impact for you and your company. How surprised would you be? Okay. You don't have to do it. I remember that one? No, but in all seriousness, you don't have to do it. You really don't. But I would suggest you do. So I suggest you do that. Let me close with a few comments if I can, because it's great to hang out with you. It's so much fun. I'm going to encourage you to do 3 things. Whether you head over to hireasaleswriter.com or not, I'm going to suggest you do 3 things as you go make these next 83 days the best days of your life. As you give 100% effort, 100% of the time on 100% of things you're working on. As you play full out, you give it your best, and you are. See, I already know you got greatness inside you. I already know that you're a champion. Only champions are here. Only champions are watching. Only winners tune in. Only superstars believe that they can get to another level, and that, my friend, is you. So I already know that about you. And I want to acknowledge you about that. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Just pat yourself on the back and just tell yourself right now, great job. Great job for the champion that you are. In all seriousness, great job. So what 3 things do I want you to do? Jot these 3 things down. They're the hallmark of what we're talking about right now. The hallmark. Number 1, I just want you to imagine what's possible when you improve the words you're using. So the first thing I want you to do is just imagine. Imagine right now what's possible as you are speaking to clients and offering bigger solutions, which means just stroking a bigger check. Imagine for a moment that you are working less because your words are going further than you ever could. I want you to imagine right now that you've doubled your income. You've given yourself a raise and you're not working any harder than you are right now. In fact, you're working less. Imagine what's possible. So someone right now, just below, type these words, imagine what's possible. Number 2, believe what's possible. So believe whatever you just imagined, believe that it can happen. Because if someone else has done it, so believe what's possible. So first I want you to imagine what's possible. Number 2, I want you to believe what's possible. And number three, this is so important. Number 3, I want you to go to work every day. You got to hustle every day. You got to give it your best every day. If you do that, then you will achieve your goals. If you do that, you will reach more people. So I want you to know that number 1, I believe in you. And the best is yet to come. You focus on today. Don't worry about tomorrow. You focus on today. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. With that being said, thanks for having lunch. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing this message. Thanks for hitting the heart button, the like button. Thanks for all you're doing. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to head on back across the bridge from Clairton, Virginia, here at the Cheesecake Factory, back over to Washington, D.C., my hometown and my place of residence. Talk to you soon. God bless. And bye-bye.